From Swain County High School, this is Lady Devil Softball here on cable television in Bryson City and Swain County. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Gary Ayers talking with head coach Toby Burrell as our Lady Devils are here for the final game of this 2011 regular season. And who else? The Lady Bulldogs of Murphy High School here today in what has turned out to be another huge game for our Lady Devils. And coach coming in, nothing new. It's us and Murphy again for a piece and maybe then some of the Smoky Mountain Conference title and playoff implications down the road.
Well, it's about as big as you can get in a regular season game. I'm sure it is for them a chance to win outright, and it's huge for us, a chance to grab a share of it that we kind of felt let get away from us over at Murphy. So, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Talking about the last time at Murphy, incredible stats. Shelby Parker actually had a perfect game. She struck out 13 batters in a row and actually on the day struck out 15 batters and still lost 2-1. So an incredible game. Go back and look at that and give us kind of a quick recap if you would.
Well, it was one of those games where we were hitting the ball. We just hit it kind of right at them all day, and the longer the game went on, the more uncomfortable I felt because, you know, in close ball games, all I need is get Henry girl on, and she's good for a run herself there. And then that's exactly what happened in the sixth. Shelby hadn't given up a hit, and we left the pitch just a little bit fat on her, and she drilled it to left center and got a double out of it. And they got all three of their hits just right together right there and scored 2 runs out of that. And that was the only damage they did us that day, but that was enough to do us in, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now, coming into the ball game, Murphy is undefeated, but they haven't played the kind of schedule we have with Franklin, Owen, Inca, T.C. Robertson. We can go on and on, but still a formidable opponent here for the Lady Bulldogs. They're pretty tough.
Oh, they sure are. There's no doubt about that. We've known that for a long time, and it's every year. Wouldn't matter what the situations are. It's a big game for both of us. We like getting after each other, and that's the fun of it. And there'll be a big crowd here. They'll get into it, and it's like I told our kids. I said, you know, there may be a couple thousand people there rooting against you, but that's all right. You still got to go out there and play. So we've kind of tried to do our prep work and our homework about that. And, you know, as a young team, that's something some of them haven't experienced yet.
Yeah. Coach, I know coming into this game, it seems like our girls are playing the best softball they've played all season long. Really outstanding wins against Pisgah, T.C. Robertson, a pretty easy win against Andrews, but it just seems like they are really peaking at the right time.
Well, we hope so. You know, as a coach, you always hope that's the case. We did play some very good ball this past couple of weeks, but, you know, we've got to hit here. We got to get after it here and from now on. You know, if we want to achieve our dream and our goals, this has just got to be a plateau as we head up. And we got to find a spot where we level out and are consistent all the way through. And hopefully we're going to find that. Yeah.
Now, it seems like our girls are kind of always loose, especially Shelby Parker. Doesn't seem to be stressed out or really worried. Is that the case coming into this game today?
I don't know. I'll tell you in a little while. I know that they are amped. They wanted to play this one all week, and there's no doubt about that. So we'll see how that translates into performance. I'm sure there'll be some nerves right off the bat. Both teams more than likely. Yeah. And we'll see which team survives those the best.
Yeah. And I got to think, you know, Murphy is obviously coming in undefeated, but I've got to believe the pressure is on them because, hey, we're the defending conference champions. We've been to Walnut Creek 6 years in a row. So I've got to think the pressure's on them some.
Well, we'd like to think that, obviously. And, you know, we always say our saying is the road to a conference championship comes through this field right here.
Yes. At
some point you got to beat us here, and this is what they've got to go up against today. They got to beat us here on our own turf where we've been pretty successful over the last few years.
No question about it. Coach, good luck today. It's been a fantastic season, and I know it's going to be another knockdown, drag-out game today.
Well, it will. It'll be a close one, and, you know, in all likelihood, and that's what, you know, we're kind of used to that, the close ball games, and we'll see if they are.
All right. Fans, stay tuned. First pitch of the showdown coming up next. Fans, welcome back as we're just about ready to get things underway here at Swain County High School. Our Lady Devils coming in 17-5 overall this year against the Lady Bulldogs, who are 19-0. Now, let me clarify that a little bit. The Lady Bulldogs of Murphy have not played teams like Owen and Enka and Franklin and T.C. Robertson and Pisgah. They have not played the schedule our Lady Devils have. As a matter of fact, the toughest team Murphy has played this year has been Swain County High School, and they beat us 2-1 in a tight game at Murphy. As you heard us talking with Coach Toby Burrell just a moment ago, we're ready to get things underway. Shelby Parker, who struck out 15 at Murphy earlier this year, will face her arch rival, if you will, and that is Brittany Henry. Brittany Henry is their outstanding pitcher at Murphy High School, and her and Shelby are going to have a huge duel here today. It's going to be a lot about pitching and a lot about defense. Brittany Henry against Shelby Parker. That is a huge matchup. Pitch in for a call strike. Shelby already with a quick 0-2 count on Brittany Henry, their outstanding senior, who's going to be playing college softball, we understand, over at Maryville, Tennessee, a Division III school. We were just talking with Jeff Myers a moment ago. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be, check that, strike 2. So it's now a 1-2 count on Brittany Henry. But Brittany Henry is by far their best player. She is their star pitcher and also a very good hitter who normally scores when she gets on base. So we don't want her to get on base. There's a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. So Shelby Parker, again, off to a rousing start, slapping high fives out at the pitcher's circle with the infield. That is the big out. Anytime Brittany Henry is at the plate, you get her out, and that is huge. And right here, I hope we don't lose all our notes because the wind is really blowing, as you can hear on the microphone. Kelsey White batting now. Larissa Beard is going to be on deck. They're 1-2-3 hitters. There's a swing and a miss for a strike 1 from our Shelby Parker. And talking about Shelby, some just unconscious stats we'll tell you about here in just a moment. But Shelby has had just another record-setting year. Pitch inside. There's a call strike. Shelby is 15-4, an ERA of 1.28. She has 207 strikeouts and 115 innings. That's almost 2 strikeouts every inning she pitches, and those stats are just unreal. There's a hard shot, foul down the right field line, and thank goodness that one was foul because that one could have gone for a couple of bases. Off the bat of Murphy's Kelsey White. Hustling over there, of course. Good defense as always from Nikki Cody over in right field. That one right on the line. Now she gets over there and hugs that line. And we have the outfielders way back and really spread out down the lines and deep center. Oh, call third strike by the umpire. And Shelby Parker gets 2 in a row as Kelsey White's bat stuck on her shoulder. So now we have 2 out, and Larissa Beard, their starting third baseman, is coming to bat with 2 out, nobody on. Top of the first inning in what should be just a dynamic matchup. Swing and a miss for a strike 1. Shelby Parker is, what else could I say? She struck out 15 at Murphy. And then Murphy strung together 3 hits. Matter of fact, Shelby had a perfect game going into the 6th inning of that game. That's how well she pitched. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And our girls and fans are screaming on every pitch from Shelby Parker. Shelby on the way to Furman. Outstanding school academically and athletically. Pitch in, off the bat for a strike foul ball. Nice afternoon, beautiful sunshine, a few puffy white clouds, but really not much of a threat of rain right now. But the wind is still brisk, blows in gusts, and sometimes it can be downright chilly. So we have some folks out here with shorts on. There's a strike 3, and Shelby Parker 3 up, 3 down. That's the way to go on the top of the first inning. Stay tuned, fans. No score. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in just a minute. Fans, welcome back. We've played 1/2 inning, 3 up and 3 down. And we saw a sign coming in down on the New Fontana Highway coming up to Swain High this afternoon. And some girls have made some signs. There's a strike, Brittany Henry, as she is going to be facing Brittany Schuler. So it's Brittany versus Brittany here. There, Henry on the pitcher's rubber, and Brittany Schuler, a quick 2 strikes. So both pitchers making their dominance known, but we saw some signs made encouraging our Lady Devils, and one said 3 up and 3 down. And that's what we saw in the first inning. And there's a strike 3. Wow. I tell you, I mean, I'm not laughing because there was a strikeout, but we have seen 4 batters and we have seen 4 strikeouts. That's how awesome the pitching is here this afternoon. Nothing against either team's hitters. It's just awesome pitching. And there is one. Oh, late strike, but it's a call strike. The umpire, from what we can see so far here in the first inning, is kind of liberal with his strike zone. So that means the batters better come up. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. 5 pitches from Brittany Henry here and 5 strikes against our Lady Devils. Both teams' batters better come up ready to go. Pitch in, and there's a, holy moly, 6 pitches, 6 strikes. It's 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. This is, we haven't seen this, I don't think, all year. Again, 6 strikes from Brittany Henry, 2 outs. Now Brooke Coggins batting, the shortstop. Swing and a miss, 7 pitches, 7 strikes. So Brittany Schuler, Kendra Kirkland, and now Brooke Coggins hitting. And that's no easy task because our girls are hitting .398 as a team. Swing and a miss, 8 pitches, 8 strikes. This is a statistician's cakewalk here. It's kind of easy to keep track of stats when there's nothing but strikes coming in. There we go, fans. Again, it is just an awesome testament to the pitching for both teams. We've had 6 batters. We've had 6 strikeouts. 1 inning gone. We'll be back to the top of the second in just a minute. Fans, welcome back again. We have played about 5 minutes, literally, and we have played 1 full inning here at Swain County High School. Murphy and Swain, we have had 6 batters. We have had 6 outs. Nobody has reached first. The only thing we've seen, maybe a couple of balls and a couple of foul balls. Other than that, it has been strike, strike, strike. And there's another swing and a miss. Here we go again. This time it's going to be Katrina Evans batting for the Lady Bulldogs in their black and gold, or black and yellow, if you will. But the Lady Bulldogs coming in right now with the lead in the Smoky Mountain Conference race. There's a foul ball. We haven't even seen many of those here in the first few innings of play. But incredible. We had 3 batters in the bottom of the first, 9 pitches, 3 outs, 9 straight strikes. Can't remember that all season against our Lady Devils because we hit the ball. Swing and a miss. There's 1 out. This is just crazy as their cleanup batter, Katrina Evans, goes down with a strikeout. Now Lacey Clayton is coming up to bat for the Lady Bulldogs, coached by Mr. Dwight Henry and Mark O'Connor. Of course, Dwight Henry is the dad of their ace pitcher and ace player, Brittany Henry. Batting now is going to be Lacey Clayton. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch in. It's a little high and inside. I thought that was a ball 1, but umpire said nope, strike 1. Now, one thing we've noticed about the behind the plate umpire, he's a little delayed, if you will, with his call. So we'll try to not second guess it before he makes the call. There's a foul ball that's going to be just fouled down the third base side. So Murphy has had a couple that almost were in play, a foul down the third base side, and they had a line drive shot down the right field side in the first inning. So they have been getting the bat on the ball. Nothing in fair territory, though. So Lacey Clayton with Courtney Mosley on deck for the Lady Bulldogs here. Again, they're undefeated in conference play. Our Lady Devils have 1 loss in conference play. That's why this game is so big. Pitch inside for a ball, just missing. So here's the scenario. If Murphy wins today, they are the outright Smoky Mountain Conference champions. If we win today, we share the Smoky Mountain Conference regular season championship. Pitch in, swing and a miss. There's 2 out quickly here. So Shelby Parker has faced 5 batters. She has 5 strikeouts. So if we win today, we wind up tied, and then the playoff seeds will be determined by the Smoky Mountain Conference tournament that will be played Tuesday and Wednesday up at Gateway. And the winner of that Swain Murphy lineup or matchup that we think will happen again, swing and a miss for a strike. Now batting is going to be Courtney Mosley. The winner of the third Swain Murphy matchup will be the number 1 seed going into the playoffs, and the loser of that game, if it happens that way, will be the number 2 seed. There is a high pop-up out of play. Back behind playing here today. Got a baseball game going on next door. Murphy boys are having a stellar baseball season. And our Swain High Maroon Devils are going to be really facing a tough task today. Murphy boys, a very solid baseball team again this year. Almost everybody back from last year's team that went deep into the State 1A playoffs. So we have some outstanding teams here today in softball and baseball. Parker pitch on the way, a little high for a ball. But I tell you, the batter almost went after it. The batters are really having to come up ready to go because the pitchers are so dominant and so accurate. They better be ready to swing because most of the time it's going to be a strike. Shelby pitch in. Oh, a swing and a miss. What did I tell you? It's been 6 batters to face Shelby Parker. It has been 6 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the second. Nobody has reached base yet, and we'll be back. Fans, welcome back here. We go to the bottom of the second. Nobody has reached base yet in this Smoky Mountain Conference Championship Showdown. Pitch outside, and that is a ball for the first ball of the day, literally, from the arm of Brittany Henry. She had 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 outs in the first. There's a swing and a miss. Batting now is going to be our Hannah Bowick, our starting catcher. Hannah Bowick, Shelby Parker, Maggie Sutton, our number 4, 5, and 6 hitters batting. There's a foul ball. That's the first foul we've had off Brittany Henry so far. That's how scary the pitching has been this afternoon from Brittany Henry and Shelby Parker. It has been all pitching. Not a ball in play yet. And as we say that, there's a shot to the shortstop on to first. That's going to be out number 1. So the first ball in play from either team coming off the bat of Hannah Bowick. So she grounds out to the shortstop. Good play over there by Katrina Evans, firing on over to Larissa Beard for out number 2. Or check that. Yes, out number 1. Sorry about that. So now here's Shelby at the plate. Shelby Parker having a great season at the plate. You don't think about pitchers, especially when you think about Major League Baseball, as good hitters. But believe me, Shelby Parker hits .393. 17 runs, 17 hits on the year. A good batter. Of course, this team is a good hitting team. As I mentioned coming in, as a team, we're hitting .398. We have 5 players hitting over .400. Coming in, there's a strike on Shelby. So now as Shelby struck out Brittany Henry when Brittany batted in the first. Let's see what Shelby can do against Brittany. Kind of back on the other foot, if you will. And Shelby swings at 1. That's going to be strike 3. So 2 down. Maggie Sutton, our left fielder, batting now with 2 out, nobody on. But again, last time when we played at Murphy, it was a 2-1 game. We expect another tight one here this afternoon. Henry, just inside, missing. But you can see when the ball pops into the catcher's gloves here this afternoon, that dust sometimes pops off the catcher's glove. That when they bring the fastball, you can see that dust pop off, and that tells you how hard they're throwing it this afternoon. Shelby and Brittany both are bringing it. Foul ball. This one's going to be over on the baseball field. Right, almost right into the home plate area. Yeah, that's the danger of playing fields this close together. So the umpire over there now throws the softball back. Barely cleared the fence. All right. Here we go. Brittany Henry works fast. Got our ball in, ready to go. Swing and a miss. And fans, we have played 2 full innings of play. We have had 1 ball in play. It's been a 3-up, 3-down innings, 2 innings in a row. We'll be back with the top of the third. No score in just a minute. Fans, you won't believe this. We have played 2 full innings here, and we've only played about 15 minutes, but we've had 3 up and 3 down for 2 innings straight here because of the outstanding pitching of Shelby Parker and Brittany Henry here in the Smoky Mountain Conference Showdown. Pitch just inside, missing from the right arm of Shelby Parker. Batting now is going to be Chantel Garrett, their catcher. Jordan Lovingood and Clarissa Adams on deck for Murphy here. In the top of the third, foul ball. We have had only 1 ball in play today. That one came off our Lady Devils bat. That was Hannah Bowick, grounded to the shortstop. Other than that, it's been all strikeouts. Good fan turnout here. A lot of enthusiasm. You can feel it. Ground ball foul down the third base side. Good job over there as always as Kendra Kirkland gloves it. Foul or fair. There's a baseball now coming over on the softball field. So we get to throw theirs back. Baseball game going on next door. No score on that game so far. They're just underway in the first inning, though. Shelby's pitch. Oh! That one got a piece of Chantel Garrett. So the first hit by a pitch batter of the ball game today. And that doesn't happen a whole lot for Shelby. She has outstanding stats. And so we have our first base runner of the day. And I would almost guess she's going to die on the base paths. Not literally, but I doubt if she scores the way this game is going. Shelby now facing Jordan Lovingood. One on, nobody out. Attempted bunt. Going to be a strike. Fired on to first. Back in time, though. The Murphy runner. So Shelby Parker keeping an eye on her, as is catcher Hannah Bowick behind the plate. Hannah will throw you out if you blink. Swing and a miss. Getting back over there again. Murphy base runner. That one was a strike to Jordan Lovingood. Shelby looking in, getting the sign. Now the batter steps out of the box, trying to throw Shelby off rhythm a little bit. Swing and a miss, another strike, another throw down. By the way, we do have a pinch base runner. Itia Sutton is on to run for Chantel Garrett. So Itia is pinch runner. Looks like she is pretty fast as well down at first base. Pitch in, swing and a miss. As Shelby Parker blows it by Jordan Lovingood. 2 strikes now. Clarissa Adams on deck. And in this game, I think every base runner is going to be big. The way it's starting off anyway in the first 2 innings, 1 base runner. There's an attempted bunt foul. As we mentioned, if Murphy wins today, they win the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship. And that would be tough on our girls, I think. We have won 6 straight Smoky Mountain Conference titles. So that would end quite a streak. Batter again steps out. Shelby never seems to get rattled. Just settles back in. Foul ball. This one again going right over into the baseball field. So they have to call time and make sure they get the softball thrown out, because hey, if the catcher has to chase a ball and steps on a softball, that could be a big problem over on the baseball field. So they throw that ball back. No score over there in that game. First inning, there's a shot into the outfield. That's going to be a base hit. Murphy is going to score at least 1 run. Runner rounding third and coming into third and sliding in with the first hit and the first RBI of the day is Clarissa Adams. A huge single. And the Murphy fans just go bananas. They just go crazy. So a triple for Clarissa Adams to the fence. A huge hit here in this close game. So Murphy now with the early lead, 1-0. Our infield playing in, looking for the play at the plate. Pitch high for a ball from Shelby Parker. And, of course, at the plate is going to be their leadoff hitter and their star, Brittany Henry. So 1 down now. Inside corner for a strike. 1 down, runner on third, though. Murphy up 1-0 early here in the top of the 3rd inning. For 2 innings, it was all pitching. And now, all of a sudden, Murphy has swing and a miss. Again, to their stud player, so to speak. That's Brittany Henry at the plate. Their star pitcher and a great hitter. And she runs the bases like a sprinter. She can get around the bases in a hurry. Shelby pitch in high for a ball. They start to throw down to third. Hannah comes up, chasing Clarissa Adams back with that big triple that went all the way to the fence. And the first RBI of the game. The only RBI of the game right now. Shelby bearing down now. I know she wants to keep that other run off the base pass. There's a shot into center field. It's going to be over the head. Another run is going to score. So 2 runs in. And at second base with a stand-up double is going to be Brittany Henry. And that was a well-hit ball just off the tip of the glove of our center fielder, Brittany Schuler. So now Murphy with a quick 2-0 lead and only one out. And we have a timeout as our infield kind of gathers, saying, okay, girls, let's settle down here. We got to keep Murphy from scoring another run until we get our time at bat, because we have been hitting the ball so well. We got 5 hits against Murphy last time in that tough 2-1 loss. So now kind of a surprise, if you will, here on the top of the third. Murphy with 2 runs, a runner on second, and that's Henry. And with anything in play, she's going to take off. She can fly. There's a foul out of play, third base side. But Brittany Henry is, with any kind of a ball that gets through the infield, she's going to score, I'm sure. So we definitely want to keep the ball in play in the infield if we can. Henry timeout while she ties her shoe. Back up and ready now. So again, they have strung together 2 hits in a row. That's what they did last time in that 2-1 win over at Murphy, as Shelby struck out 15 in that game. Swing and a miss. Henry always taking a huge dance off the bag. Kelsey White hitting. Larissa Beard is going to be on deck. And again, a big development here in the third as Murphy has struck for 2. Ground ball foul, third base side. Kendra there to throw it back. Over on the baseball diamond, still in the first inning, still no score between Swain and Murphy. Again, the Murphy boys ranked in the top 5 in the state 1A poll. Very good team. A lot of players back from last year. Swing and a miss, and there's out 2. So a big strikeout from Shelby on Kelsey White. Larissa Beard batting now with 2 out. Runner on second, though, and 2 runs in. It all started with a hit batter, then a triple off the bat of Clarissa Adams, then a double from Brittany Henry for the second RBI. So 2 hits in a row with a runner on base. And that's where we stand right now. Shelby bearing down. Foul ball, no play behind the plate. But this rivalry has just been so big down through the years, especially with the pitching of Brittany Henry for Murphy, Swain and Murphy. That has been the rivalry here in the Smoky Mountain Conference the last 3 to 4 years. It's always us and them. Ground ball up the middle. I think it might have hit the leg of Shelby. On over to first. Not in time. Bad throw. And now an error is going to let a Murphy run score. So a bad throw to first. And wow, things are not going our way right now. So a throwing error down at first, and that brings Henry in quickly from third. So it's a 3-0 lead. And again, I'm kind of stunned right now at this top of the third. But hey, a long way to go. A lot of softball coming up. Shelby Parker looking in. I think that is the key for Shelby Parker to stay calm, and I know she will. Katrina Evans swinging a miss. Katrina struck out last time. It's ironic when things are just clicking along, strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. And then actually the bottom of the lineup for Murphy has made us pay here on the third. Runner on first, 3-0 Murphy lead, 2 out. Beautiful sunny afternoon. A little breezy, but again, just enough to almost need a jacket. Swing and a miss. They throw down to first, not in time. And that's going to be, looks like the call, third strike anyway, says the umpire. So that is out number 3. So again, Katrina Evans going down with a strikeout. But Murphy did some damage here on the top of the third. It's a 3-0 Lady Bulldog lead. A lot of play coming up. We'll be batting in the bottom of the third after this. Fans, welcome back. We're in the bottom of the third. Murphy up 3-0 here over our Lady Devils. And I really think this is a pivotal inning here, as we'll have Brianna Bryant, Jessica Winchester, and Nikki Cody batting. And there's another hit batter. And ironically enough, that is the way Murphy started their inning in the top of the third when they scored 3. So Brianna Bryant hit with a pitch. Let's see if we can have the same success Murphy had in the top of the third, with Brianna down at first base, Jessica Winchester, our second baseman, and, of course, the daughter of Coach Christy Anthony. And now coming off is going to be Brianna. And we're going to have a pinch runner. Baseball almost got her from the baseball field over there. Wow, she had to duck on the way into pitch run over from first base. That was close. But we have a pinch runner, and that is number 32. She is not on my varsity roster, so that's obviously probably one of the JV girls coming up as she comes on to pinch run for Brianna. So now Brittany Henry comes back out to the pitcher's circle. We're ready to go. Nobody on. We have a base runner, our first one today. It's been 3 up and 3 down and 2 straight innings for our Lady Devils. Let's get it going here. Jessica Winchester hitting. Pitch outside for a ball. Throw down to first. Not in time. Nikki Cody is going to be following Jessica. Jessica having another good season this year, hitting .469. Leads the team with singles with 27 singles on the year. 30 hits altogether. So Jessica is a tough out. And that's one thing about this Lady Devil lineup. You talk about the bottom of the lineup. Well, hey, the bottom of the lineup is just as tough, if not even tougher, than some of the other lineup. I know in Major League Baseball, normally the bottom of the lineup is the weak part of the lineup, but not the case in this Lady Devil offensive lineup. The umpire is talking something over. They're talking to the Murphy first baseman, something about, I guess, the way she's covering the bag or something over there when they throw down. So, all right, here we go. Jessica stepping back in. One runner on, nobody out. Foul ball. This one going back over into the baseball diamond. And just about every time a softball has been hit over there, it's been hit in the area of home plate. And over there, the Maroon Devil baseball team is leading Murphy in the first inning 2-0. And the baseball score. Our score here, Murphy 3, Swain 0. Ground ball to second base. She bobbles it, and there is a close play at first for the out. But, hey, our lead runner gets down to second base. So Jessica Winchester rounds out to second base. One down, Nikki Cody, the batter. So we move the runner around. That's the job of the hitter. Moving around, getting into scoring position. So runner at second and Nikki Cody batting. And again, we talk about the bottom of the lineup and Nikki Cody on the season hitting .288. Nikki, 20 runs, though. One of the top run producers. 12 RBIs for Nikki on the season. Getting it done at the plate. Pitch in for a strike. Hitting the low outside corner. Bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be out number 2 for our Lady Devils now against the Lady Bulldogs. As Nikki goes down. 2 down now. And top of the lineup, Brittany Schuler struck out first time. Crazy first inning facing Brittany Henry. Brittany threw 9 pitches and 9 strikes against us in the first inning. I haven't seen that in a long time. And there's a strike on Brittany Schuler, our center fielder. Kendra Kirkland on deck. Runner on second, 2 out. We need a run in. Got to answer back. There's a well-hit ball. Right field going to be over the head. A run will score. Our Lady Devils are on the scoreboard. And going into second base with a stand-up double is going to be Brittany Schuler. So we answer back, and that's what I think we really needed to do here. As Brittany Schuler, a huge double into right field. We get a run on the scoreboard. And now both teams are showing they can hit the ball, which we knew coming in, but after those first 2 innings, we didn't see much. But now both teams starting to get their bat on the ball. Foul ball at the plate now for Kendra Kirkland, who struck out last time. Brittany Schuler down at second. Brittany can run. Coach Toby Burrell, a word with the umpire, and now they confer again about something. over on the baseball field. Now the Maroon Devils lead Murphy 4-0. An updated score in the second inning of that baseball game. So the Maroon Devils off to an early lead against one of the top 1A teams in the state in the Murphy Bulldog baseball team. And Coach Lance Bristol. And yes, if you think that name sounds familiar, yes, Dave Bristol, same Bristol family. There's a pop-up to the shortstop. That's going to end the inning. So we get a run. We leave one on base. But again, we answer back with a run in the bottom of the third. So we've played 3. Our score, Murphy 3, Swain 1. We'll be back. Fans, we've played 3. It's a 3-1 Murphy lead. Smoky Mountain Conference Championship on the line here this afternoon. Shelby Parker digging in now against the Lady Bulldogs. Pitch in. Oh, check that. The umpire holding up his hand. The Murphy batter starting to kind of step out of the batter's box. I think they're trying to throw Shelby Parker's rhythm off by stepping out of the box here, which you don't see much of. Pitch outside for a ball. But again, we've played 3. Scheduled for 7. Last time these two teams met, it was a 2-1. It was just a huge game. Today it's Murphy 3, Swain 1, but a lot of play left to go. Swing and a miss. Actually looks might have got a foul on it. Might have got a little bat on that ball for a foul tip. Lacey Clayton batting now, followed by Courtney Mosley and Chantel Garrett. That's their left fielder, their third baseman, and their catcher batting now. Foul ball again. Off the bat of Lacey Clayton, left fielder. Don't forget now the Smoky Mountain Conference Tournament coming up at Gateway Tuesday and Wednesday, May 10 and 11. If Swain plays Murphy again like we expect, swing and a miss. And that's going to be strike 3. So now setting down is going to be Lacey Clayton. She has struck out twice in a row. Courtney Mosley batting now, struck out last time. And again, the scenario, if Murphy wins today, they're the outright Smoky Mountain Conference champs. If Swain wins, they share the regular season championship. And if they play in the tournament, the winner of that one will be the number 1 seed heading into the State 1A playoffs. And that's the way it's going to be. Ball low from Shelby. But if we were to lose today, we'll be the number 2 seed going into the playoffs no matter what happens in the tournament. And Murphy will be the number 1 seed. But these are the 2 dominant teams in the Smoky Mountain Conference. I don't see anybody else playing in the tournament championship except Swain and Murphy. As a matter of fact, Murphy has only been taken to 7 innings twice this year. Once by our Lady Devils. Pitch in for a strike. Once by Hiawassee Dam. So that's how dominant they have been this year. And these are far and away the best teams in the league and have been for the last 2 or 3 years. There's a well-hit ball, left center field, coming on with a nice basket catch over there is our left fielder, Maggie Sutton. Good job. As flying out to left field is Courtney Mosley. So 2 out now. Batting is Chantel Garrett. And she started things off for them. Last inning, Chantel was hit by a pitch. And then Clarissa Adams triple, knocking in the first run of the game. Then Brittany Henry doubled to knock in the second run of the game. Then we had an error a minute later that allowed the third run of the game to score. And that's been the extent of Murphy's scoring as they lead 3-1. Nobody on, 2 out now, top of the 4th. Hard to believe we're almost halfway gone here this afternoon. Pitch in for a strike from Shelby. 2 all-conference players, Shelby Parker and Brittany Henry, in the pitching circle this afternoon. Off-speed pitch, outside for a ball. Shelby swinging a miss again as she gets Chantel swinging. Nice crowd on hand today, the biggest I think we've seen this year. Murphy brought a good crowd. Ground ball in play. play on down to first. Good play defensively over there by our third baseman, Kendra Kirkland. It's a 3-up, 3-down Murphy inning. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Murphy 3, Swain 1. More softball coming up. All right, fans, we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. We're halfway gone here this afternoon. It's 3-1 Murphy, and Brittany Henry's first pitch in is going to be for a strike, as both pitchers have been throwing a lot of those here this afternoon. Brooke Coggins leading off, struck out last time, fouled away for a strike 2. Brooke Coggins, Hannah Bowick, Shelby Parker will be batting. Our number 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the lineup here against Brittany Henry, who so far today has given up only 1 hit on the day. Ground ball to the shortstop, on over to first base in time, and that's pretty good because Brooke can run. So good arm over there by the Murphy shortstop, Katrina Evans, 1 down. Brooke takes after her dad. I tell you, her dad, Barry could, I tell you, he could run when he played in high school as well. Barry Coggins could fly. So the genes keep coming on down the line. Foul ball off the first base side. Of course, I was talking to Brooks' dad, Barry, before the game, and many years ago, a lot of us could run and do those kind of things. But we won't get into how many years ago that was. But anyway, always fun to reminisce. Pitch high from Brittany Henry to our Hannah Bowick. Hannah was our first base runner back in our first batter to get a ball in play when she grounded to the shortstop. She hits this one a mile high. It's going to be no play off the back of the dugout. Still remember Hannah's big home run against Pisgah in that dramatic 2-1 win. First time we'd ever beaten Pisgah, and we beat them here a couple of weeks ago, and that was exciting. Then we turned around and beat T.C. Robertson. Ground ball to the shortstop again. Scoop, throw, 2 down. So 2 ground balls to the shortstop, and their shortstop has handled 3 balls today. And Katrina Evans has been flawless. 3 outs in 3 plays. Now we have 2 outs, nobody on. Shelby Parker struck out last time. Let's see if she can get on the bases here. Pitch in, strike 1. Again, far and away the 2 best pitchers in the Smoky Mountain Conference, and I think probably the 2 best pitchers in 1A softball here on the same field this afternoon. I would be surprised even if anybody down east has a pitcher better than Shelby Parker or Brittany Henry. They are in a class of their own here on the Smoky Mountain Conference, I'll say that. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be 3 up and 3 down for both teams here in the 4th inning. So, fans, we've played 4. Our score, Murphy 3, Swain 1. We'll be back. Fans, welcome back. We've played 4. 3 innings to play here in regulation. Shelby Parker ready to rock and roll here. Swing and a miss by the Murphy leadoff batter here. That's Jordan Lovingood. Struck out last time. Their designated player for the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy. They are in first place in the conference, 1 game in front of our Lady Devils. They beat us 2-1 last time. We're going to blame it all on Billy Jenkins. See, he walks by here. We're just kidding, Bill. We're just kidding you. But we need a couple more runs here to tie this one. It's a 3-1. Murphy leads. Shelby bearing down. But I tell you what, in the baseball game in the 2nd inning, Swain is up 6-0 over Murphy right now. And again, Murphy, one of the top 1A teams in the state. So quite an interesting game going on over there. And Swain is, as we were just kind of watching them, just got their 3rd out. But a surprising score. It's 6-0 Swain over Murphy in the 2nd inning of the baseball game. But here in the softball game, it's Murphy 3, our Lady Devils 1. We're in the top of the 5th. Lovingood batting against Shelby Parker. Foul ball out of play. But one thing about it, let me say this about the playoff scenarios that we talked about off and on. Both these teams are headed for the State 1A playoffs. Don't worry about that. What we're thinking about now is seeding. We would like to be the number 1 seed. Gives you a lot more home games. There's a swing and a miss for out one. Number 2 seed will still get some home games, I think, but not as many. The number 2 seed will probably have to go on the road that second week, I'm just guessing, of the State 1A playoffs. That's, again, just all conjecture right now. That's just a forecast, if you will, kind of like forecasting the weather. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't. But both Murphy and Swain are headed for the State 1A playoffs regardless of their seed. There's a shot up the middle. It's going to be well hit. It's going to be into the fence. It's going to be at least a double. Off the bat of Clarissa Adams. She's getting around second, hit for third. Throw in. It's going to be in time. Yes, good job by the defense. Relay throw into Coggins. Coggins out over to Kirkland, and that is going to be out number 1. Good job by the defense out there. And again, Brittany Schuler in center field. Nikki Cody in right field. Throw back in. Coggins on to third. Good job by the defense. Again, that was close. That was close indeed. As Clarissa Adams had a big triple last time, so she was trying to hurt us again. She hurt us last time as she had a big triple that was the first RBI of the game. But this time she tried to stretch a double into a triple, and it just didn't play out. So now top of the lineup, Brittany Henry had a big double and an RBI last time. Pitch inside for a ball. Henry 1 for 2 on the day. Kelsey White is going to be on deck. So again, every play big in this game between these two teams. Every pitch, every play, every throw. Pitch inside for a ball. Talking about every throw. That throw was big from the outfield into the infield. Then the cutoff throw to third. We saw a throw earlier in the game that allowed a run. So these throws stopped a potential run. Every throw is big in this game. Every play is big. Pitch in for a strike called from Shelby Parker against Brittany Henry. Hitting now with 2 out. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Murphy up 3-1. Let's see if we can answer back here. Ground ball foul. No play. But the rivalry continues between Swain and Murphy. It's big no matter what the sport, and it has been for years. Huge in football this year. That was one of the most exciting games we saw all year when Swain and Murphy played in football over at Murphy. Just a heartbreaking loss this year for our football team over there. Ground ball foul again off the bat of Henry, who plays for her dad, Dwight Henry, the head coach for the Lady Bulldogs. Henry digs back in the box as Shelby Parker gets the sign from Hannah Bowick. Always doing a good job behind the plate. Pitch high and away. That's going to be a ball 4. First walk of the day for either team. Kelsey White batting now. She has struck out twice. Kelsey batting with 2 out. Brittany Henry on first. You can believe she's going to take off at any opportunity. She can run. Henry digging in at first. Hannah Bowick going to be keeping an eye on her, as is Shelby Parker. Pop up, and it's going to be in play. Camping under at third base. Easy out number 3 is going to be Kendra Kirkland. So 1 left on base for the Lady Bulldogs here in the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, though. It's Murphy 3, Swain 1. We'll be back. Fans, welcome back. Is now, hey, we see the Goats out there live and in living color over there behind the Lady Devil dugout. I can't remember if it's the Chicago Cubs or Boston Red Sox. There's kind of a goat in their traditional baseball history, but hey, they may be some of our fans out today backing up the Lady Devils here as we're going to be hitting here on the bottom of the 5th inning. We're down 3-1 to the Lady Bulldogs. And we need to get another couple of runs across the plate to tie this one up here. Huge, huge game. Always is when we play, and this year, no exception. It's going to be Maggie Sutton, Brianna Bryant, and Jessica Winchester batting in. The first pitch is going to be a strike to Maggie. Struck out last time against Brittany Henry. On the day, Henry has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts on the day. Strike 2 in. So far on the day, Shelby Parker has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts on the day for Shelby Parker. Foul ball. This one is going to be back over on the baseball diamond again. And our boys are still winning in that game. They're in the third inning over there now in the baseball game. 5-0 Swain over Murphy in the baseball contest. And I haven't kept up with the standings extremely close, but I don't think Murphy boys have lost a conference game this year. Much like the Murphy girls. High pop-up is going to be caught at second base. One down. That one off the bat of Maggie Sutton here. Brianna Bryant hit by a pitch last time, and Jessica Winchester will be on deck behind her. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning, a beautiful sunny day, a few clouds, but a very chilly breeze at times. So again, we got kind of got crazy weather. A lot of folks wearing shorts, and a lot of folks have a jacket on. Pitch in for a strike from Brittany Henry. So it's that kind of a day. The breeze is cool, but it is still a pretty nice day out here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Henry still bringing the heat. So far again today, she has given up only 1 hit off the bat of Brittany Schuler, a big double that knocked in our only run of the game. And this 3-1 Murphy lead. Pitch inside for a ball. Nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the fifth. As we mentioned, we knew this game was not going to be over in 5. It's going to go at least 7. Who knows, maybe more. There's a well-hit ball deep left center field. Going back, it's over the head of their left fielder. Coming into second base with a stand-up double is a nice hit off the bat of Brianna Bryant. Our second hit of the day. And that coming with 1 out. So 1 out, we have a runner in scoring position. And Jessica Winchester at the plate for the Lady Devils. Grounded to second base last time. So another well-hit ball. We've had 2 doubles on the day. Both teams, when they have hit it, they have hit it hard. There haven't been many, but pitch in, strike to Jessica Winchester. Nikki Cody is going to be on deck. Coach Toby Burrell with a brief word now for Jessica. Again, this team really hits the ball. We have hit it hard all season long, hitting .398 as a team. 5 players over 400. Let's see if we can get Brianna Bryant in to score. That would make it a 3-2 game. Ground ball, second base, slow grounder. Runner is going to third. They get the out at first. So Jessica grounding into a forced play over at first base, a fielder's choice, if you will. So 2 down, and Nikki Cody is going to be batting now. With a runner in scoring position at third, 2 out. We need a hit. Nikki Cody again. Good season at the plate. Struck out last time. Pitch outside for a ball. And again, base runners have been rare. We have scored 1 run and we have left 1 on base. Both those back in the third inning. There's a foul ball over in the goat arena, if you will. Matter of fact, now the goats go over to kind of inspect what flying object came into their pasture over there, if you will. So, all right, here we go. Nikki Cody digging back in. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be strike 2. Intense game this afternoon. Murphy up 3-1. There's a well-hit ball deep into right field. It's going to be against the fence. A run will score. And coming into third base is going to be Nikki Cody with a stand-up triple. And it's a 3-2 ball game. What a huge hit off the bat of Nikki Cody. A huge stand-up triple all the way into right center field. And the second RBI of the day. It's a 3-2 game now. And we have the tying run at third and the top of the lineup with Brittany Schuler, who had a double and an RBI her last time at the bat. And if she can get a hit here, it'll be her second RBI of the day. Pitch in for a strike from Brittany Henry. So the plot thickens, if you will. 3-2 game, tying run on third, 2 outs here on the bottom of the 5th. And this will just get you. Oh, ball is passed. Run is coming from third. It's going to be in. It's a tie game. The run is in. The throw could not be at home plate, and we have a tie ball game. So Nikki Cody scoring on a pass ball. So what a way to tie the game. 3-3, bottom of the 5th. So, wow, it just gets more fun all the time. Tie game, we've played almost 5. Who knows how this one is going to end here today. Henry, swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2, I believe. Brittany Henry at the plate, but again, Brittany Schuler, I'm sorry. Brittany Schuler facing Brittany Henry. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 3 and out 3. But again, a huge inning here. 2 runs across the plate. We've played 5, and it gets just better and better all the time. We're now tied at 3-3. Top of the 6th coming up. Fans, welcome back. It's a whole new game here at Swain County High School. Ground ball gets by the shortstop, and Murphy opens up the top of the 6th with a base runner and a base hit. Tough play over there for Brooke Coggins. Couldn't get a glove on it. I even think if she had been able to come up with it, she never could have thrown it because it was just too deep in the hole over there behind third base. So that's going to be a base hit for Murphy to lead off here in the top of the 6th inning. And that's off the bat of Larissa Beard with a single. Katrina Evans on deck. Lacey Clayton following her. But again, a 3-3 tie now. Shelby Parker, there's a bunt attempt that's going to be foul. Going back over to first is going to be Larissa Beard, their first baseman. In the baseball game next door, I mean, this is just a third inning game in the baseball game, and it's already 10-0. Swain County pounding Murphy today in baseball. Swing and a miss for a strike. Fire back over to first. Oh, that was close. That was close. With a base runner at first diving back over there, Larissa Beard. That was tight. Both catchers very capable of gunning out runners on the bases. There's another foul ball. So digging back in now, it's going to be Katrina Evans. Runner on, nobody out. Pitch outside for a ball. Lacey Clayton is going to be on deck. I'll tell you, Joe Holt and I, our cameraman, were just talking a moment ago. When the sun goes behind the cloud, it actually gets cold out here. The wind is blowing, and when the sun hides, it's chilly. It's really nice, though, when the sun is out. But in for another chilly night. There's another softball going on to the baseball field over next door. So Larissa Beard goes back over to first base. She's on first. The go-ahead run on first with no out. Wow, it's been a good one here today. We're all tied at 3-3, top of the 6th inning. Foul ball, first base side. I'll tell you, the next run might be the game winner for either team. The way this one has gone, 3-3. Both teams have left only one runner on base. Murphy left one on in the 5th. Our Lady Devils left one on in the bottom of the 3rd when we scored 1. Murphy scored all their 3 runs in the 3rd inning. We had 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. Pitch in, swing and a miss. There's out number 1. Throw down to second. It's going to be in time, and the runner is out. So bang, bang. 2 quick outs. I think our girls thought that was 3 outs, but it's only 2 girls. But anyway, good defense. Fans, welcome back. Another hit just over first base into right field. That one coming off the bat of Lacey Clayton, her first hit of the day. So Murphy with 2 hits here, but 2 outs as their first runner. Thrown out down at second now. They have another base runner with 2 out here on the top of the 6th inning. Each team down to their final ounce of regulation play. Will one team pull out a run here in regulation play to win this one? Will it be a 4-3 game? Who knows? It's always tight when we play Murphy. Either way. Last time it was 2-1. Murphy winning at Murphy in a 2-1 game. Shelby Parker hanging in there. Pitch outside for a ball. Diving back in over there at first base is Lacey Clayton. Courtney Mosley batting now, and she has struck out and fly to left field. So even though the first 2 innings were hitless, we have seen some offensive fireworks at times since then. Foul ball. So again, our Lady Devils hanging in there. 3-3 ball game. Murphy with a runner on and 2 out now on the top of the 6th inning. We expected no less than a dramatic, tight, well-played game. Ground ball to third, over to first base. Kendra comes up firing, and she knocks her out over at first base. Kendra Kirkland, good job on defense. So Murphy leaves 1 on base here in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the inning, and it's 3-3. Our Lady Devils coming to bat. Fans, welcome back. We're on the bottom of the 6th inning here. Gary Ayers along with Joe Holt and all the Lady Devils pitch high and away for a ball from Brittany Henry. As we hit here on the bottom of the 6th inning, we had 2 in the 5th. Can we continue that run production here in the 6th inning? We're going to find out here. Kendra Kirkland, Brooke Coggins, Hannah Bowick on number 2, 3, 4 hitters batting here on the bottom of the 6th inning. It's been a dandy. Brittany Henry bringing it. Pitch in for a ball. Nobody on, nobody out. Getting underway in the bottom of the 6th in a tie ball game. Pitch in for a strike. Murphy already knows they're going to share at least a piece of the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship, even if they lose today. So they know they got a piece of the pie. There's a well-hit ball into left field. It's going to be in for at least a base hit. So the Lady Devils are on the bags with a potential winning run down at first base. So leading it off, getting it done is going to be Kendra Kirkland. Way to go. That's Kendra's first hit on the day. Brooke Coggins batting. She has struck out and grounded to shortstop in 2 times. Hitting over 500. Attempted bunt foul. So Kendra comes back over to first. But our girls, at times this year, have hit the ball harder than any team we have ever had at Swain High. Ground ball down to first base. They're going to have to tag the runner, but getting on down to second is going to be Kendra Kirkland. So Brooke gets the job done, moves the runner up, 1 down. Hannah Bowick, the batter. Hannah has hit the ball twice, grounded to shortstop both times on the day. Let's see if she can move Kendra on over to third base now on this 3-3. Oh, it's tight. It is tight. Pitch in, strike 1. 7th inning just around the corner. Can we get a run here to take a lead into the 7th inning? We got it at second base. Ground ball up the middle. Second baseman has it. Fires to first. They get the lead runner now. 2 out. So Hannah Bowick pushes the runner to third. And now Shelby Parker is going to be hitting. Our stellar pitcher who has struck out twice today. Wow, she could really help her cause with a hit here that would score a run and give us the first lead of the day. We're tied at 3. 2 out. Pitch outside for a ball. Brittany Henry not going to give Shelby Parker much to hit because Shelby can hit it. Getting ready to take off at third, Kendra Kirkland, who started the inning with a single. There's a strike. 1-1 the count now on Shelby. On deck is going to be Maggie Sutton. We run the baseball game at Swain 12, Murphy 0. Foul ball. 1-2 the count on Shelby now. Bottom of the 6th. This game scheduled for 7. Will it be decided in 7 or will it take more? As we mentioned, good fan turnout. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 3. We leave one stranded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So, fans, we go to the 7th inning. We're trying to decide the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship and potential playoff seedings, and we have 1 inning left in regulation. 3-3 tie. We'll be back. Fans, welcome back here. Here we go to the 7th inning, and it's going to be showdown time. Murphy and Swain. Hey, if we're tied after 7, we'll play until somebody wins. Here we go. Shelby Parker. First pitch is going to be in for a strike. Leading off is going to be, looks like Murphy's Chantel Garrett's going to lead off here. Is that Jordan Lovingood? Here we go. Top of the 7th inning, tied at 3-3. Swing and a miss for a strike. We did get a little clarification on the baseball situation there a minute ago. We were a little bit in the dark. The score is Swain 12, Murphy 0 in the baseball game. There's a swing and a miss. Out number 1 here on the top of the 7th, but it is a JV baseball game. Varsity team is not playing right now in baseball next door. That is a JV game. Swain leads 12-0 because I didn't think the Murphy varsity boys had lost a game this year. They're pretty loaded. And but just wanted to clarify that for your information. Pitch outside for a strike now is Shelby Parker. Still bringing the strikes with 1 out. As Clarissa Adams is batting now with 1 down. She had a big RBI for the first RBI of the game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Clarissa had a big triple to lead things off. And then the second time up, she had a double and then actually got thrown out trying to turn the double into a triple over at third base. So Clarissa has hit the ball hard twice. Pitch low for a ball. On deck, Brittany Henry, top of the Murphy lineup. Here in the 7th. It's a 3-3 ball game. Shelby's pitch in. Another well-hit ball. This one is going to be caught out in left field. So another well-hit ball from Clarissa Adams. 2 down now. Brittany Henry batting now on 3 at-bats. She has struck out, doubled with an RBI, and walked in 3 times. And that is the only walk of the game that Brittany Henry had last time at bat for either team. So Shelby Parker looking in. Pitch in. Foul ball for a strike. So I guess over in the baseball diamond, they'll play the varsity game second instead of first. They'll play after the JVs, I guess. Pitch outside, off speed for a ball from Shelby. Two out, nobody on. 3-3 tie. Top of the 7th inning. Brittany Henry, foul ball. Can our Lady Devils win it with a dramatic 7th inning? Right now, all it's going to take is 1 run. Or will we go to extra innings here? All it takes is 1 swing of the bat to turn the game. Shelby pitch high for a ball. And as you know, you don't want to give Brittany Henry much to hit. She will hit it. Outstanding hitter as well as pitcher. She will smack it. Foul ball again. So Henry takes her cuts. Remember now, next week, the Smoky Mountain Conference tournament up at Gateway. Week after that, the state playoffs get underway. Now, next week, the baseball state playoffs get underway. Ground ball to second, over to first. Easy out number 3. It's a 3 up, 3 down, top of the 7th inning. Our Lady Devils coming to bat on the bottom of the 7th. Can we score a run to win it in regulation, or will we go to extra innings? We'll come back and find out in just a moment. Fans, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Can we win it in regulation, or will Murphy force us into overtime, if you will? High pop foul to lead things off here on the bottom of the 7th inning. Here we go with Maggie Sutton, who has struck out and popped out to second base in 2 times. We'll have Maggie Sutton, Brianna Bryant, and Jessica Winchester batting here on the bottom of the 7th inning. So let's see again if we can win it in dramatic fashion with a run in the bottom of the 7th. Or will we go to the 8th inning, all tied at 3? There's a high fly, and this one's going to be caught in right field. So that's going to be 1 down out there for the catch. Clarissa Adams for Murphy. So 1 down. Brianna Bryant has hit the ball. She had a huge double last time. Brianna, first time up, was hit by a pitch and then had a double last time up. So she's been on base twice. Jessica on deck. 1 down. I mean, you just can't get any better than this. Pitch in for a strike. Ooh, that looked high and away to me. But again, the umpires had a liberal strike zone. A liberal strike zone. And that one just looked high and away. Oh, we call that one a strike, too. I think that one was high and away, too. But again, we've seen that big strike zone today. And that was 2 that could have gone either way. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. 2 down now. Brianna goes down swinging, and Jessica Winchester batting. 2 times at bat today, Jessica has grounded to second base and grounded into a fielder's choice. So she has hit the ball twice. Now with 2 out, though, nobody on. Can we have a 2-run rally here? Foul ball. Nikki Cody on deck. Hey, she has one of our big RBIs on the day, so if we can get Jessica on, Nikki with a big triple. And she scored one of our runs today as well when she scored on a pass ball to tie it up. Oh, off-speed pitch in for a strike. Murphy fans cheering every strike because, hey, they know they want to get us out here to force an 8th inning. Foul ball. Murphy brought good group of fans, our Swain fans, good group. Big game here. We thought it would be close, and boy, were we right. Ball low. 3-3, bottom of the 7th, 2 down. Nobody on. Over in the baseball game, JV game, by the way. 5th inning, Swain 12, Murphy 0. And there's a strike 3. So, fans, we've played 7. Here we go. We're going to start the 8th inning. It's overtime, if you will, with the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship apiece on the line. We'll be back with the 8th inning in just a moment. Well, fans, here we go. We've played 7. That's not enough. That's how close these 2 teams are matched up here this afternoon, Murphy and Swain. Here we go to the 8th inning now, tied at 3-3. To recap, Murphy got all 3 of their runs in the 3rd. And we had 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. Both teams have left 2 runners on base all day. And that's been the extent of your offense. Yes, we have had a couple of errors both ways. So, and yes, we have had an error on each team that has resulted in a run being scored. So, hey, I mean, it's you look up and down, and so many similarities, and that's why things are so close. That's why we're tied at 3-3. Batting now is going to be for Murphy, their number 2 hitter, Kelsey White. Then Larissa Beard and Katrina Evans. They have number 2, 3, and 4 batters now. Here in the top of the 8th inning. That's right, the 8th inning. We've played almost an hour and a half. Pitch high for a ball. So unlike sudden death overtime, if Murphy gets a run, we will bat in the bottom of the inning. So there you go. Shelby Parker looking in for the signal. Pitch in for a strike. So we got a little break there from the umpire behind home plate. That one could have gone either way. A little high and tight, but a called strike. Again, the umpire liberal strike zone today as long as it goes both ways. Shelby, there is a well-hit ball into left center field. It's going to be caught Good defense out there. Going over to her right was good job from Brittany Schuler to pull that one down. Looking at the unofficial stats so far on the day, 5 hits on the day for Murphy, as they have 1 out now in the top of the 8th inning. Attempted bunt's going to be popped up. It's going to be no play. And again, unofficially, we have 4 hits. Murphy has 5 hits on the day. So, I mean, every stat you look at is really close. Both pitchers have been outstanding as always. Shelby ground ball, and it's going to be foul. Whew. Well, that one just raced by Kendra Kirkland over at third base. Well hit ball, but it was foul. Coming off the bat of Murphy's Larissa Beard, who singled last time. She's been on base twice. Once on a fielder's choice, and last time on a base hit. Pitch outside for a ball. On deck is going to be Katrina Evans, their cleanup hitter, who has struck out all 3 times today against our Shelby Parker, who has been very tough again today. Ground ball foul again. This one almost got Teddy Green over there, the photographer for the Smoky Mountain Times, over in front of the Lady Devils dugout. So Teddy on the scene with the camera in hand. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 8th. All tied at 3-3. Shelby's pitch in. Just low. Just low. Remember, tournament next week at Gateway. After that, the week following that, it's going to be the State 1A playoffs. Both these teams, Murphy and Swain, will be playing in the State 1A playoffs. There's a high pop, and it's going to be, it's going to be dropped out there in very shallow left field, running hard all the way in. Maggie Sutton just couldn't get a glove on it. We're going to call that a base hit. She made a good effort, but just couldn't get to it. So hit number 6 on the day for Murphy. So they have a runner on now. And now the cleanup batter at the plate. Attempted bunt's going to be foul, popped up, and Hannah Bowick. Good catch. Good catch. So now 2 outs. Runner on, 2 outs. Murphy with a chance to take the lead here with 2 outs. But that's kind of tough to do with Shelby Parker in the pitcher's circle. Foul ball out of play. Going back over now, it's going to be Kelsey White over at first base. Ironically, the final game of the regular season here today. It's always Swain and Murphy final game. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first, and it's going to be close, but not in time. Hannah Bowick, good job behind the plate today. She has been just outstanding. Just outstanding. Batter stepping back in. Shelby pitch in. Going to be high. So it looks like the JV baseball game is over and nearby. And it was a 12-2 Swain win in the JV game. There's a high pop-up. It's going to be caught in center field. So Murphy leaves 1 on base here in the 8th inning. Good job again on the defense by Brittany Schuler. So a fly ball to center field. Murphy leaves 1 on base. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Can the Lady Devils score the winning run? We'll be back to find out in just a minute. Fans, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning here. It's still tied at 3-3, and how are we going to score? That's going to be the interesting question now. We have Nikki Cody, Brittany Schuler, Kendra Kirkland batting here, and hey, that's a good scoring lineup because last time Nikki Cody had a triple for an RBI. She knocked in a run, and then a moment later scored on a pass ball. So let's see if that lightning can strike twice. Brittany Henry, pitch high for a ball. So Nikki, Brittany, and Kendra batting here on the bottom of the 8th inning. Over nearby, the baseball game will be cranking up for the varsity here in a few minutes. And again, I know Murphy's baseball team ranked in the top 5 of the state. Pitch in to Nikki for a strike. Of course, both teams here are ranked in the state. The Murphy girls, number 6 in the state 1A poll. Our Swain High Lady Devils, number 8 in this week's 1A softball poll in the state of North Carolina. So 2 top 10 teams here in softball and 1 next door in baseball. The varsity over there loosening up. They'll be playing in a little while. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 1. So Nikki goes down swinging here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now it's going to be Brittany Schuler, followed by Kendra Kirkland here in the bottom of the 8th. Murphy had a chance. They left 1 on base in their top of the 8th inning. Let's see if we can win this one with a run here on the bottom of the 8th inning. There is a high pop-up that's probably going to be caught, and it is over at third base. So a pop-up from our Brittany Schuler against Brittany Henry. 2 down now. Kendra Kirkland got a base hit last time up. Let's see if she can get another one and get on base here on the bottom of the 8th inning. We've had a lot of scoreless innings here. Nothing new. Pitch in for a ball. Murphy scored all their runs in the 3rd. We had 1 run in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 5th. Other than that, a lot of goose eggs on the scoreboard. And as you see the dust blow across the camera lens, they're dragging the field over on the baseball field, and that's just making all the dust roll across the camera lens here in the outfield at the softball game as the wind is blowing from right to left field. Pitch in for a strike, so now you see the dust being all stirred up over there as they're dragging the baseball field, and all the dust comes this way. That's the way the wind's blowing. And thanks, Joe. That kind of explains what is stirring up all the dust over here. Foul ball. Off the bat of Kendra, hitting with 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th. How many are we going to play before a winner is decided here tonight? Foul ball could be caught, but no play behind the plate, or did she? That was close. I tell you, Murphy catcher almost got that one. Good effort there behind the plate. Every strike, every swing of the bat is big here when you're playing extra innings. Ooh, pitch outside for a ball. Off-speed pitch. But again, the state playoffs begin the 3rd week in May. There is a well-hit ball, but it's going to hang up. And the left fielder for Murphy has it for an out number 3. So it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for our Lady Devils. So we'll go to the 9th inning. It's still tied at 3-3. Fans, here we go. The 9th inning. No, it's not baseball. It's the Smoky Mountain Conference showdown between Murphy and Swain in softball. We go to the top of the 9th, tied at 3-3. The winner of this one, well, it depends. If Murphy wins, they're the outright Smoky Mountain Conference champs. If Swain wins, it's a tie, and they split the conference championship. Then it goes to the tournament next week to decide the playoff seeds. Ground ball over to the shortstop, on over to first base, in time, 1 down. So the first out of the inning, and then we've seen a lot of these innings where it's 3 up, 3 down. That's Lacey Clayton grounding over to shortstop Brooke Coggins for 1 out. Courtney Mosley batting now with 1 down, nobody on. But as we mentioned, our Swain girls, 6 straight Smoky Mountain Conference championships, and they want to keep that string alive. If they want a piece of the pie, they have to win here today, whatever inning it takes. as the sun is peeking over the clouds. Sun kind of comes in and out of the clouds, so you see a different light out here. That's why. Now it's kind of trying to get behind a cloud over there, over toward Nolan Creek, if you will. Out on the road to nowhere. That's where the sun sets here as we play right behind Swain County High School. Shelby pitch in. Outside for a ball. One out, nobody on. Tied at 3-3. Yes, we're in the top of the ninth. Schedule for 7, but hey, when you're tied up, you keep playing. Ball gets through, no harm done. Nobody on base. Again, no harm done, nobody on, but a lot of good softball going on. We hope there's going to be a good baseball game as the varsity teams are going to crank up. Swain won the JV game 12-2 in 5 innings in baseball earlier. Now the varsity will get to play. Pitch inside. That's going to be the second walk of the day. So getting on now is going to be Courtney Mosley. And that's going to bring up Chantel Garrett. So a base runner on, one down. And again, unofficially, that is only the second walk given up by Shelby Parker. No walks given up by Brittany Henry today. Unofficially, I have Murphy with 5 hits. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, looks like 4 hits for Swain. Again, unofficially, according to my stats, the best we can keep them while we do the broadcasting as well. But again, very well pitched game today. Check that, 6 hits for Murphy. 6 hits for Murphy, 4 for our Lady Devils on the day here. So only a 2-hit difference. But hey, right now the scoreboard is tied 3-3. Murphy with a runner on the base paths. 1 down. We're in the top of the ninth in extra innings. And again, at the plate is going to be Chantel Garrett. Hit by a pitch and grounded to third in 2 times. Pitch high for a ball. Diving back in at first base is going to be Itaya Sutton. Itaya. Interesting name as she is, looks like a quick runner over at first base. Stepping out is going to be Chantel. Jordan Levingood on deck to face Shelby here in just a minute. And fans keep coming out here. I know fans are going to be showing up for the baseball, but I tell you right now, everybody watching the softball game, we're in the 9th inning. Field in great shape. Coach Toby Burrell and his great staff doing a good job. Coach Toby Burrell, Christy Anthony in her 9th year, Amanda Carson in her 6th year, Sarah Smiley in her 1st year. Swing and a miss. And managers Amanda Birchfield, Aisha Owl, all the folks doing a great job. 9th inning, Shelby Parker has gone the distance, as has Brittany Henry for Murphy. Swing and a miss, and there we have out number 2. So Chantel Garrett strikes out. Jordan Levingood has struck out 3 times today as she comes to bat now. So runner on, 2 outs. How many innings will it take to decide? Are we going to split the pie with Murphy for the conference, or will Murphy take the whole pie home back to Murphy? That's the question here. Murphy wins, they win it all. If Swain wins, they split. Pitch outside for a ball. Sutton goes back over to first base for the Lady Bulldogs, and they're black and gold. Swain High in our maroon and white. Sun starting to peek back out now from behind the clouds before it sets over on Nolan Creek. Now the batter steps out of the box again. But in all the close games we've played with Murphy, I don't recall one going extra innings. Pitch in for a strike. Shelby Hanaboic firing to first, not in time. So the first extra inning game. And again, a lot on the line besides the conference championship. Swing and a miss for a strike. State playoff seeding's on the line here. If Murphy wins, they're the number 1 seed. They'll be playing a lot of home playoff games. If Swain wins, well, we go to the tournament next week to decide the seeding. Winner of that one probably again between Swain and Murphy for the tournament championship. We'll decide the seeds if that's the case. Pitch inside for a ball. Runner going to second. Oh, throw not in time. And now the runner is going to take off for third. Gutsy call. And now Sutton all of a sudden is at third base with 2 outs. What a change here. Holy moly. So the runner goes from first to third. And now Murphy with the potential winning run at third base with 2 out. A base hit will score Sutton. Pinch runner here for Murphy. Man, oh man. Throw down to second. We didn't handle it cleanly. There's a pop foul. So the runner just took off a third and couldn't get the throw down to third in time. And all of a sudden, Sutton with 2 bases from first to third with 2 out now. In this 3-3 tie, Murphy with the go-ahead run at third. Shelby Parker bringing it. There is a high pop-up. We need to catch this ball. Brooke Coggins under it, and Murphy leaves 1 on base. Brooke Coggins with a high pop-up for a catch. So Murphy has left 1 on base in the 8th and now the 9th. And we go to the bottom of the inning. It's still tied 3-3. Well, fans, we're not done yet. What can we say? Bottom of the 9th inning, here we go. Our Lady Devils start off. There's a high fly, and it's going to be caught in center field. So 1 down now. So we lead off the bottom of the 9th here, and that's Brooke Coggins. Well-hit ball, but it just hangs up in center field. 1 out. Hannah Bowick and Shelby Parker batting now. And again, we haven't got a lot of hits off Brittany Henry today, unofficially. I think I counted 4 hits on the day. 4 hits on the day. Murphy has 6. Swing and a miss for Hannah Bowick. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Extra innings. If we can get a run here on the bottom of the 9th, it's all over. Can we do it? Pitch in for a strike. 2 quick strikes. Brittany Henry again has pitched an outstanding game, as has Shelby Parker. So the pitchers excellent as we figured. No surprise there. There's a high pop-up, and the first baseman is under it, and it's going to hit the roof, though, of the dugout. So no play over at first base. What's it going to take? Is it going to be a home run? Is it going to be an error on defense? Is it going to be, again, some unusual defensive play? Foul ball. That will be the difference here in this contest for the Smoky Mountain Conference regular season championship. Murphy beat us 2-1 at Murphy. Here we are tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 9th. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 2. So again, Brittany Henry mixing the pitches well. Got Hannah swinging on that one. Now Shelby Parker steps in, and what another great pitching masterpiece she has. Swing and a miss for a strike. Shelby has been great again today. I think 6 hits on the day for Murphy. We have 4. But again, we've played 9 innings here. Brittany Henry pitch in outside for a ball. The players still yakking it up over there. They still have a lot of enthusiasm. Hey, they know what's on the line. Swing and a miss for a strike. Will we go to the 10th inning? 2 out, nobody on here. There's a shot into center field. It's going to be in for a base hit. Shelby Parker with a base hit. The winning run is on. Shelby Parker with a single. Her first of the day. Maggie Sutton batting now. Maggie has struck out, popped a second, and fly to right field. And 3 times, Shelby Parker is going to be coming off for a pinch runner now. So here we go. Can we get this base runner in? That is the key. Can we win it here in the bottom of the ninth inning? Runner going on the first pitch. Narissa Woodard now pitch running. Narissa, a sophomore. Only one senior starter, Shelby Parker, on this very young team. Alyssa Husky, the other senior on the squad. We have 9 juniors, 3 sophomores, a couple of freshmen. There's a ball to second base, and she goes to first, inning over. We're going to go to the 10th. We leave one on base here in the bottom of the ninth inning. So that's the way it is after 9. It's still tied 3-3. Fans, 9 innings gone. We go to the 10th here. It's still tied at 3-3. Shelby Parker, high pop-up, could be caught at third base. And right there with the defense, as always, Kendra Kirkland. So Murphy starts off the inning. I tell you, the bats just aren't doing much against these pitchers today. That one, a Clarissa Adams pop-up. I'll check that. Yes, Clarissa Adams. And I tell you, Clarissa had hurt us today for Murphy. She had a triple and a double earlier today. Now Murphy, top of the lineup. Brittany Henry batting. Brittany, 1 hit on the day, a big double for an RBI back in the 3rd inning as she steps out against Shelby Parker. So, all right, batters, let's get in the box and let's bat. Play ball. Pitch inside. Oh, it's going to be a strike. Got the corner. Shelby Parker doing a good job today, as always. Hey, that's nothing new. Shelby's going to have several Swain High pitching records when she completes her career this season. We hope she winds it up down at Walnut Creek. There's a shot to the shortstop, Brooke Coggins, an easy out, number 2. So Brittany Henry, little pop down to the shortstop. Kelsey White now. Kelsey on the day has not had a hit. She has struck out twice, popped out to third base, and fly to center field. So she has not been on base yet against our Shelby Parker. Swing and a miss for a strike. Again, that's the question right now. How many innings is it going to take before somebody gets that elusive winning run? Pitch in for a strike. Neither pitcher, our Shelby Parker or Murphy's Brittany Henry, have neither pitcher has shown any signs of tiring or losing it at all. Both pitchers are just great right now. Pitch outside for a ball. So the pitchers have not shown any inability to finish this game, no matter how many innings we play. So it's going to be up to the hitters or the defense to make the difference in this game. Ground ball. Oh, got by third. It's going to go all the way down, and now flagging it down there over in left field is going to be Maggie Sutton. So it seems like when either team gets a base runner on, it's always with 2 out. And now they're going to say the runner is going to go to second because the ball was stuck out there under the tarp. So she's awarded second base because they say that's, I guess, some kind of obstruction, so they give her second base. Wow, that's tough. So now Murphy with a runner on second. Kelsey White with Larissa Beard batting. Larissa has had hits 2 times in a row. Her last 2 times up, she has had base hits. So a base hit right here could be huge for the Lady Bulldogs with a runner on second. Swing and a miss. And dancing off down there is Kelsey White at second base. So you know if there's any kind of a hit going into the outfield, that run is going to round third base. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Shelby Parker trying to make sure the ball is not hit at all. So she's bringing it. Here in the 10th inning, top of the 10th, we're tied at 3-3. Last time, I think the only time we broadcast an extra inning game here at Swain High, it was against Robertson several years ago. Swing and a miss, and the runner is left on base for Murphy here in the top of the 10th inning. So we go to the bottom of the 10th now. It's still Swain 3, Murphy 3. Stay with us. Well, fans, hey, bottom of the 10th inning. Here we go. There's a well-hit ball, a screamer down the left field line, all the way to the fence. rounding first. Throw is going to be coming into second, and there's going to be no play. So that's the way to lead off an inning. That's the way to get it done. Brianna Bryant, that is her second double on the day. And finally, we get somebody on without 2 outs. Every time somebody has had a runner on base. Murphy has left one on base in the 8th and the 9th and the 10th. We left one on base in the 9th. And every time a team got a runner on base, it was always with 2 outs. So now this is big with a runner on base and no out. And we're going to have a pinch runner coming in now. Is going to be Narissa Woodard. And again, you know when there's a ball hit, if it gets through the infield, that runner is going to be coming all the way around, play or not, at home plate. So now this is interesting to say the least. A huge double off the bat of Brianna Bryant. Now we're going to have Jessica Winchester, Nikki Cody, and Brittany Schuler hitting here in the 10th inning. A ball has to get in play somewhere, or even better, a base hit out of the infield. Can the Lady Devils do it here in the bottom of the 10th inning? Brittany Henry with a windup, swing and a miss. Henry has been outstanding. Only the 5th hit of the day for our Lady Devils. Check that. I think that's 6 now. Pitch outside for a ball. So now we have 6 hits on the day. So 6 hits for the Lady Devils. I think Murphy also has 6 unofficially. But again, not a lot of hits. There's a ground ball in play. Pitcher has it. Henry fires to first, but the runner goes to third. So the Lady Devils are with a runner on third and 1 out. So a huge fielder's choice by Jessica Winchester to move the runner over to third base. Now Nikki Cody batting, 1 out. Dramatic extra inning contest. Can the Lady Devils do it right here in the 10th? A hit, and this game is over. Stepping in, Nikki Cody. And she had a big triple earlier in the ball game with a big RBI, and she also scored a run herself. Pitch in for a strike. Brittany Henry, is not going to go down without a fight. She's going to bring everything she's got here because she realizes this game is right here on the line. Henry, quick wind up and delivery. Swing and a miss. She brought that one in a hurry. Henry works very fast. Now we step out of the box. Nikki Cody steps back in. She better be ready. Henry wind up, quick pitch, high pop up, foul out of play. So Henry trying to keep our batters a little bit off rhythm here. A little bit off balance. Now the question is, will Henry bear down a little too hard? Because that can be a dangerous situation as well. You got to be careful what kind of pitches you throw up there. Here she comes again in a hurry. Pitch in, call third strike. So now we have an out. 1 down. No, check that. 2 out. I'm sorry. 2 out now. Runner on third. Brittany Schuler, the batter. Top of the lineup. Are we going to leave another one stranded, or can we win it right here? Wow. The shadows are lengthening here at the Swain High softball field. Bottom of the 10th inning. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. It gets through. The ball game is over. The Lady Devils win it. We have a base hit up the middle and an RBI single. It's over. Brittany Schuler has knocked in the winning run off the glove of the Lady Bulldogs second baseman out there. She tried to make a play on it, but couldn't come up with it. A tough break for the Lady Bulldogs. That's just got to be charged to a base hit, and that is a game-winning RBI for the Lady Devils and Brittany Schuler here in the bottom of the 10th inning, and that's the way it is. What a dramatic game going down to the 10th inning. So now we know the scenario. The Smoky Mountain Conference Championship is split between Murphy and Swain. The state playoff seeds will be determined next week because we think Murphy and Swain will play again up at the Gateway Fields near Cherokee. The winner of that third game between Swain and Murphy will be the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. The loser of that game next Wednesday will be the number 2 seed. They are going to be playing next Tuesday and Wednesday, May 10 and 11 at the Gateway Fields. So now, again, the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship is split as the Lady Devils win an exciting game going into the 10th inning by a score of 4-3. Fans, stay tuned. Coach Toby Burrell, I'm sure, is going to be a happy guy. We'll talk to him coming up next. Fans, welcome back. I'm sure a very happy Coach Toby Burrell joining us here on the postgame show. Coach, I tell you, bottom of the 10th inning, the drama continues for these Lady Devils as Brianna Bryant, huge part of that inning, but take us through that last inning as we win a dramatic one, 4-3 over the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, we got that was a huge at bat for Brianna. Yeah. She struggled a little bit at times this year, and it was good for her to have that kind of success. And we got to give a shout out to Coach Steve. He was up here yesterday, and when we got Bree out of the ball game, he took him down to the cage and worked with him while we finished Andrews while she was out of the ball game, and it paid huge dividends for us today. And she kept getting good pitches, and doing stuff with them throughout the ball game. She hadn't led one off, with nobody out, and she roped that one down the line, did a great job with it. And then from there, we were able to get Narissa in there. We really think she's our best base runner all the way around, so we felt good about that. And then the big thing with Jessica, I'm sure everybody's wondering, why didn't we bunt her? Right now, she's one of our best hitters. She's really been on a hot streak since, during this 9-game, 10-game now winning streak. She's been red hot. And the only thing I really wanted her to do is just hit a little soft something over second base, and she's very capable of that. And if we did that, I knew Risk could score. But she did a great job, ended up moving the runner anyway, trying to go back up the middle. So it's just as good as a bunt. Yeah. And then with Nikki, we're looking for her to try to pull something like she did with the triple, of course, but she didn't get a pitch she could. They stayed away from her, and obviously that didn't work out for us, but then Brittany came through huge. Yeah.
Talking about Brittany Henry and our Brittany, but the pitchers, Brittany Henry and Shelby Parker, I mean, they just pitched their heart out today, and they both pitched outstanding ball games.
No doubt about it. I tell you what, I've seen pitchers everywhere else, and I think the 2 best pitchers in Western North Carolina were on display here today, and really and truly. I've seen TC, I've seen Inca, and it's not taking anything away from them. Right. They have good pitchers for what they got, but they don't have studs like those 2. They're both studs. Yeah. And when we were able to come back and tie it up, I was just hoping we could fend them off long enough to hang around and get something, and we were fortunate enough to do that.
Yeah. Now, Coach, it all comes down to the tournament, I guess, now for tournament seeding purposes, and that's next week up at Gateway.
That's correct. It'll be up at John Crow next week on Tuesday and then Wednesday. And Monday, Coach Henry and I'll draw for who's the 1 seed and who's the 2 seed, and then whichever team wins out or and head-to-head, it'll decide the 1 and 2 seed for the playoffs. And then if we don't meet head-to-head, we'll have to have a playoff. Yeah. We've got to meet head-to-head and at some point. So, that's down the pike. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to worry about celebrating a little bit this win. It was a good win for us, and it's always great to knock off a rival. And hats off to Murphy. They're a good ball team, obviously. 19-0 and coming in here, and sometimes you wonder if we get the respect we deserve. But it was just a great softball game and a great crowd to watch it. And it speaks volumes for our conference. I'm so happy for our conference. We can have the top 2 teams play in an environment like this with people everywhere. It just says a lot about what we've done here.
It really does. Now, Coach, talking about conference titles, I think this is our 7th piece of a Smoky Mountain Conference championship in a row, and that says volumes about the program that you and the coaches and these girls have built.
Well, it's all girls. I can't take any credit for that. They go out and they play hard and they work hard to get in a position to win these things, and they never give up. That's the big thing about teams that we've had in the past, and this year's no different. Those kids could have given up at any point along the way, and they didn't. They kept fighting, and they kept believing that at some point we're going to break through with something, and they did. And I told them out there I was so proud of them, because mostly it was a huge team effort for us today, and that's the thing that really plagued us. At one point, Gary, we lost 4 out of 6 in the middle of our season, and that's really what plagued us, is we just still hadn't come together as a team. And over at that Owen Inca tournament, we really turned the corner, and since then, and we sit down, we had heart to heart. and really, push some buttons and try to make some decisions about what we wanted as a team. And since then, they've responded. Like I said, this is 10 straight, and they're, people look at it and say, well, you beat Andrews. Yeah, we did, but we're supposed to. Yeah. You got to tip your hat. You're supposed to beat them, and you beat them. But we've also beaten some pretty good teams along the way. So, it's a credit to these kids and what they've been able to achieve, and the fact that they buy into what we're trying to sell and continue to work hard.
Coach, congratulations. Hey, good luck next week in the tournament. I know it's going to be fun, and then the state playoffs the week after that.
Well, we appreciate it, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. Fans, that's the way it winds up. It took 10 innings, but we got it done. 4-3 winners over the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy here on the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship Showdown. Join us next time right here on cable television.